All right, number one, we got that goal speed of 150, no faster than that. If anything, play it slower if you have to get through everything correctly. And, if 150, you're hitting that, just get it as clean as you possibly can. Try and get as comfortable as you can with that. We'll work on getting faster with the gallops at another point. So, things you can do here, besides just playing the whole thing at 150, a few things really. Now, let's say you do feel like you need to work up the strumming pattern to make sure that you have it down. Doing because we're going between the gallop and reverse gallop. So this much right here would be worth working up if you need to work something up. This way we get the gallop and the reverse gallop, plus transitioning into the next chord or the next bar. If you want to go a little bit further than that, maybe this much right here. So that would be a good amount right there. If you want to work it up, the 60, 65, 70, 75, and all that. But definitely not the entire thing in fives. That's way too much. Another thing you can do, got to turn something on here. And let me reset this. There. All right, so up here, right there, what you can do is start this at 50% speed. So when you're playing along to the track, it'll be playing at, that'd be like 75 beats per minute. So you can do that. Make sure that you can play the entire thing comfortably. Make everything sound good at 50% speed. And once you can do that, try it at the 60% speed. And then eventually 70% and all the way up to 100% again. Now, another thing you can do is start at 150 and just see if you can play just that much right there. And then add a bar. Can you do that much right there? Or maybe do an entire line straight at 150. So you can kind of add a little bit as you go. Or maybe just try that by itself. Try this line by itself. And then try the next line by itself. So those are just a few ways you can work on getting the whole thing down. I think at first the best thing to do is maybe play it at the 50% speed, learn what the chord progression is, and again, work things up like 2 or 4 bars at a time if you feel you need to work it up from 60 to 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and so on. And then once you've hit the 100% speed one day, maybe come back in the next day and just try it at the 150 again right away. And if it feels like playing the entire thing at 150 is too much, then so let's say on day 4 of practice, or maybe day 3. Day 3 of practice, you played it at 70%, then you got it at 80%, 90%, then you got it at 100%. Well, the next day, day 4 of practice, maybe just try it at the 100% speed at the 150 goal. But if it seems like you can only get halfway through it before you're start making mistakes, then you just try and add one line at a time. This way you get used to staying at 150. So play the first line, make sure you can do that, and then try all that together, and then all that together, and so on. So hopefully all that's making sense. If you got any questions with what the heck I'm talking about, let me know. But there we go, some ideas on how to ease into this whole thing. Speaking of percentages, I'm going to play this starting at 50% with the track. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 3, and a 4, and a 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and a 2, and 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1. a little bit. Okay, now 100% speed. Here we go. Yeah, if 150 ends up being too fast for you for the entire thing, just try it a little bit slower, but no faster than 150. All right, number 2. Change the setting here. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, back to the regular old metronome. Starting at 60. One and two and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 again. 2 and a 3 and 4 again. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 again. 140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What in the hell is going on here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. It's like my hand just wanted to stop working. All right, 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 160 for the repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 3. Back to 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. $160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. we go. All right. Any questions come up, let me know. And I will see you again next week.